Brighton Hove Albion 2, Arsenal 4. Arsenal beat Brighton in this classic at the Amex on New Year's Eve. I'm not my usual setup, I'm actually in my car recording this, but I still wanted to get a match reaction out. What a game by Arsenal. Another win. It was one of the most frantic games this season for our football club. We looked so in control, and then they pegged one goal back and it was nervy. They went back in control again for a Martinelli goal, and then they pegged another one back. And the overall had its strengths, its weaknesses, and a lot to analyse. Let's start by saying, what a goal after 2 minutes. Our fastest goal this season, or actually it could be tied with Martinelli actually against Liverpool. We go through Partey winning the ball back in midfield. That is what a DM does. Wins that ball up the pitch and then goes Zinchenko playing it forward to Martinelli. He takes a shot deflected over to Saka and he's there to pop it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 to the Arsenal. And then after that, to be fair, we should have carried on and going and pushing for more goals. But we ended up sitting off a little bit and Brighton came back into the game. They found their way back in. We did manage to ride that storm and we got a beautiful second goal, this time by Martin Odegaard. Whipped in by Saka the cross and then Odegaard to volley it, half volley off the defending from the cross into the back of the net to make it 2-0. And that's when I thought it's comfortable. We're going to be top of the Premier League table by 7 points after City dropped points at home to Everton. And Newcastle as well dropped points earlier to Leeds earlier on in the day. Half-time 2-0, I'm a happy man. Alongside all the Gooners, we're absolutely loving life here at the football club. Then in the second half, literally as soon as it started, we make it 3-0. Ball goes out to Martinelli. Our wingers had so much space. They were isolated one-on-one with the defenders this whole game. He puts it onto his left foot, shoots. Similar to how he scored against West Ham. It's saved by Sanchez, but it falls straight to Johnny on the spot, Eddie Nketiah, to put it back in the net. 3-1 to Arsenal. Then, 3-0 to Arsenal. Brighton did pull it back to make 3-1. Mitoma, who was a handful the whole game. Big threat for Brighton. That was 3-1. Then we went back up the other end. This time Martinelli scored. And this assist from Odegaard, oh my God, assist of the season. The way he pulls this out of his left foot, not even looking at where Martinelli is, just reverse pass, through ball. Oh my days, it is unbelievable. Through to Martinelli and he does the rest. I was shouting, square it, square it, square it to Saka. He didn't square it. He went through and scored. And that was it. That was 4-1. At that point, I was like, it's got to be game over now. They end up scoring again, Brighton, to make it 4-2. It's the attacker that came on the pitch. Ferguson, I think his name was. This man, he just bullied Saliba. It was a bad look on Saliba's behalf. I can't lie to get bullied by a man like that. But either way, he did score to make it 4-2. Brighton then almost made it 4-3. Mitoma again scored, but then VAR intervened and called it offside. And it ended up being a frantic end. But Arsenal do come away with a massive 3 points. How many times have I said on this channel that home games, I love to see performances. Just like against West Ham, where we get the victory and we look good. And away games, it's just about the 3 points. Obviously, we all want to see a great away day performance, but sometimes you need the points. Especially after what happened early in the day. It was looking like a day of shock results. We did not want to be added to that team of suffering from shock dropping points today. We didn't. We came up and we won. And this is turning a lot of people's heads now. Because I've said it many times in this channel, this Man City team is beatable. They are the best team in the league, yes, but they are beatable. We can win this league because City are not invincible. And they showed it again today. They dropped points at home to a struggling Everton side. We now need to keep on with our business. We've got 3 tough games. Newcastle on Tuesday. They just dropped their first points in a while against Leeds. Can we pop that bubble fully and then end up winning another game and putting them out of the race effectively? Then also City play Chelsea. They go away to Stamford Bridge. If Chelsea can do us a solid, there could be a double-digit gap potentially by the end of this week for the Premier League top spot. And that's exactly what we want to see from our Gooners. I'm going to name a couple standouts and get onto the player ratings for this match. Standouts for me. Odegaard in that first half. Oh my days, this man. And in the second half as well. For me, he was man the match, bro. So even in the first half, there's one time he got the ball right. He just threw the defender's legs and Martinelli almost scored. His close control around the box is top notch. I said it before, he's technically gifted footballer. He's getting better and better each and every week. And he's starting to take control of matches and be the force in matches that's winning us these games. That's what's so important. I've said so many times about Odegaard, he drifts in and out of matches. When we're playing well, he's the first one to stand up and do good things. But he doesn't seem to take a game by the scruff of the neck enough. This time he is now in this Arsenal team and he's delivered again. What a performance. Saka as well got us started with the goal, important throughout. And Thomas Partey, we know he was cleaning up from that defence the whole time, recycling the possession and getting the ball forward. Let's get into player ratings now. Aaron Ramsdale, for me, he didn't have a great game to be honest. I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. Should have done better on the Brighton goal. should have done much, much better, I think, especially the second one. And the first one as well, potentially. A couple of times he wasn't that confident collecting the ball. But other than that, I thought didn't go much wrong other than that. But he did technically concede 3 goals. Obviously, only 2 counted. So I'm going to have to give him a 5 out of 10. Ben White only played 60 minutes. Not sure if he came off because it was tactical or he was tired or injured. Who knows? But I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Then we've got the centre-backs. Saliba, 5 out of 10 as well for me, man. I'm sorry. He got absolutely done in on that second Brighton goal. Other than that, he looked all right. There was a couple times he looked nervy, though, in the team. He just needs to clean it up and he'll be completely fine. Gabriel next to him, got a yellow card. Don't have a clue why. But other than that, defended really solid for Gabriel. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. And then the left-back, Zinchenko, came in the team for Tierney. And he looked absolutely solid. 7 out of 10 for Zinchenko. Moving into the midfield, Thomas Partey. 8 out of 10. What a performance in there. Solid once again. Next to him, Granit Xhaka, 7 out of 10. Wasn't his best game, but he was still in there recycling possession. I thought he defended when he needed to and attacked when he needed to and recycled the ball well midfield, spraying it out to Martinelli, etc. Odegaard, man the match for me, 9 out of 10. Absolutely solid in there. Beautiful piece of passing and was the game changer for this game effectively. And then we've got the right wing and left wing. I'm going to give both Saka and Martinelli an 8 and give Nketiah up front an 8 as well. Nketiah scored again in back-to-back games. We're all crying out for Jesus, but as long as Nketiah keeps getting his goals, that's what's important. He's never going to affect the game like Jesus does, but if he gets his goals, that's exactly what we need to see from that man. But overall, Arsenal do beat Brighton 4-2 today at the Amex. It could have been a banana peel game, but we went out there and we got the much needed 3 points. Let me know your thoughts of the game in the comment section down below. And if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe on my road to 2,000 subscribers. I've been White Football and I hope to see you all in my next video.